Sure. Do whatever you want. No. Don't be This is how we're going to do the stream. I'm just going to sit like this. No, I'll sit like this. Boy, it has been a week. My God. Oh. Did you hear that sound? On my computer? That sound is normally, that particular chime is something that I hear when on my phone, when the security alarm on the shop is deactivated, if anything happens with that. So, cool story is really what I'm trying to say. I feel like having a lap guitar. We'll grab this one. Grab this. A lap guitar. I need some more stickers. I've got Dolly. Somebody found this at NAM and gave this to me. I guess it's a sticker for a microphone company. Oh, wait. There. And then I've got my Rad Diamondback sticker. And some various etchings. I wish I would have got some stickers whilst traveling, but that's okay. This is a pretty rad guitar. And if you know me well enough, you know that I'm not really a Strat guy. I mean, they're fine. Catfish, good morning to you. How you doing, buddy? I was at the shop yesterday and I was listening to Pyromania and I thought of you. What do you think about that? What do you think about that chord? I don't know what it is, but that was what I've got to offer. Oh, that sounds a little majory. My dog has fleas. Oh, that wants to move somewhere. Maybe. There it is. Mark Stevenson. Good morning to you. Thank you for that energetic greeting. I appreciate that. So we have our coffee in our weekend coffee mug. This has the Louvre on it. We have some healthy pain au chocolat. For whatever reason, we've got my relief gauge. I need to remember to bring this to the shop. Hey Siri, remind me at 7 a.m. tomorrow to bring my relief gauge with me to the shop.
Okay, I've added bring my relief gauge with me to the shop for tomorrow 7 a.m.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's my girl. Fun fact, Irish Siri is the Siri you maybe never knew you needed because she's just so nice. Yeah, you've been watching so many Def Leppard documentaries lately. I didn't know that there were any. I'm sure, I guess it makes sense that there would be. They've had a long storied career. Why wouldn't there be? But yeah, I was listening to that. And I know that I've talked about this, but like, who cares? I'm talking about it now. There was that episode of Shred with Shifty with Phil Collin. And Phil seems like such a nice dude. I did get to meet him once at an AM show, and he was a very nice dude. He signed a little autograph for my buddy Catfish. So, you know, I hadn't, up until that point, I hadn't listened to Def Leppard in probably about 30 some years, probably longer. I just haven't. And you know, as they were talking about, you know, recording Pyromania and stuff, really, it was cool just to listen to it. So I went back and listened to it, and I'm just like, huh, what an incredible album. So yeah, so that's cool. It's nice when you can hear something again for the first time in a sense. So it's cool. Yeah. So thought of you yesterday as I was at the Sherp. Good morning to you, and good morning to you. Um, so let's talk about the conspiracy series, shall we? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So the Run 6 guitars are here. We went through the whole process of unloading the pallets and getting everything. I think this is probably the most organized go round of the QC process, which is really great. I'm happy about that. What I did, like, who cares? Whatever. Nobody cares about this. I'm gonna talk about it. So the whole process, especially with like ocean shipping, is it's interesting. And it's like when you do this, I always feel really, really dumb, but whatever. Because there are all kinds of terms and abbreviations and jargon involved in the logistics game, and I don't know any of it. So anyway, so I work with the factory and their kind of billing, shipping people, and they get it loaded, and then I've got to have a customs broker handle like the entry, and they've got to file like this thing in a certain time, or and it's all a process that I'm very unfamiliar with, or that I do so infrequently that when I go through the process, it's all not completely new again, but I'm like, wait, what is that? Anyway, so they put it on a boat, they send the boat gets to the port, and then it has to go through the processing of being, taken off of, the big ass cargo ship, and, it has to be processed, and, that's a whole thing. And then they got to truck it out, and it's got to clear customs. And like, I thought that it has to clear customs like at the port. And I think ideally that's what you want. But like my customs broker, which is a company that I've used for these shipments, really weren't super speedy about getting like answering emails. So unfortunately, the contact that I had at the company left when right around the time I was doing the last shipment, and his replacement is friendly, but like they're a director of a department, so like not who you want to have run the day-to-day stuff, just because they that's not really their job title. So we got all that stuff out, but what was interesting to me is that it was shipped on trucked on a bond to Texas. It was basically like, it hasn't cleared customs, but like we're gonna move this thing through. So when it gets to when it gets to Dallas, then it'll clear customs. And then so I went through the whole process, and then it has to be dispatched to a trucking company, who's then going to make an appointment for the delivery. It's all boring shit, right? Nobody cares, but whatever. And then the trucking company will contact me and try and set an appointment for delivery. And we had done that, and usually what my experience has been is they will call to confirm the delivery, and then I remind them that they need to have a lift gate, and then they go, "Oh, you don't have a dock?" I'm like, "No, that's why I asked for a lift gate." "Oh, okay, well, we got," and that usually delays things. So we get to the point where we've got our delivery scheduled, and they give me a window like the cable guy. It's between 9 and 2. I'm like, okay, I'll see you at 1:45, I'm sure. And but there's a whole lot of stuff we got to do to the shop to like make room for all of this stuff. And so I did that. I got to the shop, like delivery day. I got there, I don't know, about 6 or 6:30, and just moved a whole bunch of stuff, just a whole bunch of stuff. And that was good. And then, like, my phone rings at like 8 in the morning, and they're like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, girl." And they're like, "Hey, girl, we want to deliver this stuff." I'm like, "All right, girl, let's go. You got a lift gate?" "Yeah, girl." And so, oh, I got a message. And so they're like, "Hey, we're in Arlington. You're kind of far away. We'll probably be there by like 9:30. I'm like, bitching. And so they get there. And it's always, I always get real nervous seeing these, because these pallets are stacked kind of high, usually with like, so with these, since they come in cases, it's 2 guitars in cases, 2 cases in a carton, and then there's usually about 3 rows of cartons stacked atop one another, and then shrink wrap. And seeing that coming out of a lift gate that is kind of on an angle and not flat ground, it is always very precarious. And I'm all like, "No, please don't," because it's like going down like this. I'm like, whoa. Anyway, so we get them in there, and of course, the only thing that gets damaged, is one of the cases, the extra cases I ordered for safety. Because of course. Anyway, so then, we got them all organized, which was nice. I cut them all the packaging off and did all this stuff, and it was funny because like the guy shows up at like 9:30, and Adam usually gets to the shop usually like between 9:30 and 10, and so and he by the time he got there, like everything was like, the it's been delivered, everything is cut free, and so like we're ready to go. So this is good. And so we got like all of the guitars. We go through like, here's the packing list. Here's where they say like these guitars are in carton numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. And I think they did a pretty decent job of like organizing things by type, which was nice because we needed to do all of that. Because I don't want to have like a box of the Trella next to like mixed in with a bunch of 624s and stuff like that. So just makes my life easier. So we get everything in kind of organized, and I've got like a list of like all the serial numbers, and I was really glad that I had all of my QC notes when I was over there. I took really good notes, and so then I matched all that up. It was, and I feel like a kind of like a grown up a little bit here, because or at least someone who is maybe kind of going about things, this thing, not things, going about this thing in a pretty smart way. So that's nice. And then I just decided, you know what? The Trellas were on a pallet that was like close to the Laser Scottie Pippen Jr. And I'm like, this is going to be the staging area for like all of the QC, like all of the like, so like all the guitars, like all the boxes are individually kind of like in a row. So we started with the trellis, and got through, you know, um, we get them all categorized, and then I just start opening up cases and like, okay, how's this one look? 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 You get the point. And then we start the QC process, which is why I need to bring my relief gauge to the shop. I have one at the shop. This is my relief gauge for home, for leisure. You can tell because it's blue instead of just aluminum. And the way that this works is really quite magic. You just go like this. This little foot goes on the first fret. This little foot usually hits around the 17. And then this little guy here goes on your 7th fret. And, we just kind of do this. There we go. Yeah, girl, that's what I like to see. 5 thousandths. 5 thousandths. So pretty straight. And then one thing that I'm really impressed with is the fretwork so far. I haven't had to level frets yet, which is good. Usually, in previous shipments, I've needed to level frets on about 10 to 20% of the shipment. Just little teeny tiny things here and there. Because like once you get the strings down to where I want them, also like there's kind of like a range of where I want the string height. Like if we have something plecked, I know I can get it down a little bit low, like a little bit on the lower side of low. But as I've been going through the setup on these guys, I'm dialing in nut slots, and getting the strings pretty low. Like in some cases, we can get them to like pleck tolerance, which is nice. But the other thing too is like I play pretty lightly, so whereas as Adam has a heavier picking hand than I do, so like you can make anything buzz if you want to, and but I know that as I'm playing something, it's like I'm a little lighter with things. But anyway, so I've been happy with how that's coming out. The cool thing is like as I open up, take the guitars out of their boxes and stuff, I can refer to my previous, like the notes that I took while I was over there looking at the guitar, saying, okay, so this is what I saw here. Let's see. So now I know what to look for when I'm going through the QC on that guitar. So that's cool. That's cool. But so we got through all of the trellis. I've gone through the white Concords. Those are all allocated. It's like I gotta inspect them, allocate them to an order, and then like complete the QC process. So I got all of the trellis done, the Wine Moms, the Sunset Bursts. The Concords have all been allocated. So like we'll get those done probably, like Tuesday-ish, maybe Wednesday-ish. I've gone through the 624s. We've got a fair amount of the QC done on most of the 624s. I have to go through the Ravens. I have to go through the Supernovas, and I have to go through the Concord 24s. So we're in a pretty good spot. I know that seems like a lot, but I think we're in a really good spot. So I haven't shipped, one guitar, I've shipped one guitar up, but I've got the others like since the trials are all done, like some of the things, like I'm waiting on for some people ordered shirts, so the shirts are en route and they should be here probably mid this coming week. So like once I have those, then I can put the shirts in the cases and the blah blah blah. I am realizing that I need to have some sort of hey, here's how you use this sustainer thing on the supernovas, because it is not intuitive. So I haven't really decided. Shouldn't you have thought of that beforehand? Dude, there are a lot of things I should have thought about beforehand. So why don't you shut the fuck up and get out of here today? Okay? 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 You want to go? That's my thought. Excuse me. So yeah, I need to do some sort of like, even if it's just like a hang tag or some kind of something, because it's, like I said, it's not super intuitive. But that's okay. And like all of the sustainers, you have to dial them in, because like the way that it works, there's this little, I don't know if it's an intensity control. Let's just call it an intensity. It's a trim pot. Kind of like a volume knob on the inside of the circuit board, on the inside of the control cavity. There's not a control cavity there. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And if that thing is cranked, which I think they generally are to begin with, you can, upon plugging the guitar in, experience just an intense amount of feedback immediately. So that's not really the greatest experience I want for the lovely people that ordered one. So I'm going to have to go through them and set that up. So that's not too big of a deal, but I do need to require I do need to do some sort of like, even if it's just like a handy dandy info card. Oh, same thing with like the, and I may not need to do this, but like on the Trellas, they have Tone Pro's wraparound bridge. I'm going to get one real quick. I'm going to show you what I'm, oh, my finger locked up. Hang on. Okay. So this is a Tone Pro's wraparound bridge. Looks pretty standard, right? And you would look at this and you'd go, oh, okay, if I need to raise or lower the action, I just turn these guys and just raise them and lower them. No, don't do that. So these are locking studs. And what that means is they lock the bridge in place. So like when you need to do a string change, when if you were to like take the strings off, in many cases, this would just fall out because the string tension holds it in place. So do the locking studs. So this little guy here will unscrew from the rest of the post underneath here. So like they're a little fiddly. I'm not gonna lie, but the wraparound is. I would really like to have my own personal wraparound bridge based on, that's kind of like an amalgam of the things I like about certain bridges and not the things that I don't care for. But I would have to order like 300 of them. And let's face it, that's a lot of money. And that's not really where we're at right now. So if for some reason you want to raise or lower the string height on here, you have to unscrew this and unscrew this. And they give you this little wrench that you can use to kind of like put underneath and like lift it up. And honestly, I just take the bridge off and just do it with my fingers. Just kind of unroll it or roll it, raise or lower it, and then you kind of put it back on. So like, admittedly, this bridge is a little fiddly, but like, I know for a fact that because this has happened, not to me, but somebody decided they wanted to lower the strings, so they thought this was a standard tunematic style post, and then so they just kind of, turn the screw, snap the head off. Anyway, so I do need to have some sort of like, whoa, 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 hey, Tiger, let's think about what we're about to do here. Or here's some helpful tips. Admittedly, things I should have thought about before. And, like, I've used this particular bridge for years now, and I haven't had a lot of people ask me, like, hey, how do I adjust this? Like, I've had a couple, but, like, not a ton. So I might be overthinking it, but, like, I think that's a thing to overthink. If you're going to overthink something, that's one of the things to overthink. So do that. So that's cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's I do probably need to do some sort of like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, but we'll get to it. What else? So yeah, so like we'll be shipping these things out and get things moving along. And boy, it would be nice. Like, now I don't think we're gonna get through all of them this coming week, but holy crap, that would be amazing if we did. Um, that would be great. But no, I don't expect it. But like, I don't think it'll take another full 2 weeks. But like, now that I say that, it's going to take 3. But whatever. Point being, they're real and they're fantastic. Well, they're here and we're getting through them. That's what I'm looking for. La la la. So people have reached out like, hey, I missed the pre-order, or I've been waiting for them to arrive. People, that's not the time to do it. But thank you for reaching out. And people are interested in the extras, and like, I don't know what my extra situation is going to be. So I need to get through the pre-orders, get all of those allocated, get the dealer orders allocated, get all of that shipped out, exhale, and then and only then will we know what is available. But like, that's the other thing too. It's like, I don't want to say, hey, I recognize that you would like to buy something right now, and I would love for that. I'd love that for the both of us. So, I do want people to get the things now before they have some time to consider their life decisions like I do on a daily basis. Anyway, we've got lots of people checking in. Well, this is exciting. The wine mom. Yeah, the wine mom. I didn't know like wine mom was kind of like a thing. Like, you see like stickers like girl dad, boy mom, and like, I understand they're popular. But I thought, wine mom is just a snarky jab at our society's uh, um, what's the term I'm looking for? Like making casual alcoholism fun or something. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so if you get a guitar in the wine mom finish, and if you are one of the people that name your guitars, you must name it Jackson, Paxson, Braxton, all with X's, of course, or things of that nature. Anyway, okay, I'm being a dick. All right, let's see. Drew, top of the morning to you. I did get your email. That will go out Monday. Tim, good morning to you. Thank you for that enthusiastic greeting. Or maybe you're just saying, morning! Like, it's not nighttime. Like, if I'm like, hey, what time of the day is it? Dipshit. Morning! Could be like that. Probably not. Hello there. Aluminium. Did I say aluminum somewhere? That made you want to do that? Oh, catfish. Let's see. Joe says, good morning from Detroit. Good morning to you in Detroit. This is sustainer related, I'm guessing. Love that bridge on the trellis. Love that bridge on the trellis. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Yeah, it's a good. I like it. There are some. Going back to this, there are some alternatives. Like if someone's like, Sully, I don't care about the locking bridge or the locking post so much. I want to be able to raise and lower my string height with a screwdriver. You can just put standard like stop tailpiece posts in it, and that would work out just fine. You just got to make sure the threads match up. But anyway, are wraparound bridges slinkier than tunamatics or the other way around? I don't know. Like from like a string tension kind of standpoint, I don't know. I don't know. I can say that. Am I shouting? I feel like I'm shouting. Many times, and especially lately, and maybe it's because I just don't play as much as I used to. String tension on guitars seem to be a lot tighter to me, and it's probably because I'm not playing as much and my hand strength is diminished because of this little fucker. But I wouldn't say, because like I know with a tunematic bridge, you know, a tunematic stop tail setup, sometimes people will like, you know, the whole idea is like you want people will say like, oh, you want that stop tail piece like decked out on the bottom to get nice tight, you know, string angle and pulling down and all that. But like, and sure, that's true. You want downward pressure just like you want downward pressure at the nut, like we talked about in the last time. But like, I know that if you kind of raise it up a little bit, it can feel a little slankier. But yeah, so I don't like to make blanket statements on these types of things. So Javier, I'm sorry. I can't say one way or the other. Being extra is all the extra I need. All right. Dustin, hello. Oh, Arnold from Different Strokes come to mind when he was writing a paper on Magic Johnson. You don't call MJ smooth. You call him smooth. All right. I know this is in response to something that I may have said, or you know what? Maybe it isn't. Either way, I welcome any kind of conversation about Different Strokes. Oh, speaking of which, and this is not Different Strokes, but like, okay, there's this band. I'm gonna do this. This is super, super cheesy. It's not cheesy. There is this band that I found called Popa, Popa. I think they're Italian. And apparently I have entered my Euro disco pop 70s Love Boat theme music era. And sorry, the comment about Different Strokes made me think of TV shows from the 70s, 80s, and the Love Boat theme, because like I found this song from them and it just kind of popped up. Popa, Popa. The first song I heard is called Psychomagia, Psychomagia. And I'm just give it a minute. This is terrible. This is like.
Signori e signore,
Oh.
va ora in onda Psicomagia,
Oh.
nuova composizione musicale
Oh.
a cura di
Okay.
Papa. Leggere carte degli astri per evitare dei disastri.
Oh.
Guardo le stelle del firmamento, ma io ancora il telefono spento.
Yes.
Certamente
So
bello detto, di
Kind of like 70s Love Boat. I feel like I'm on a Love Boat. And like it gets even better like as it goes. So please check that. I should probably like put a comment like once this posts. I'll put like a link to like the video to the song because my God, it is fun. And yes, that is what I'm listening to as I'm like QCing guitars and stuff. I have absolutely entered the Euro disco pop lounge era of my life, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm here for it. Popa, Popa. Check them out. Oh, wait, Rodrigo. That is not the kind of response I'm looking for from you. So I'm gonna send you this song because I know that actually there's another one that I'm gonna send to you because as I'm listening to this, I'm like, you know what? I think Issa would get this. I think Issa would like this. I think she would probably have fun. She'd probably go like, oh my God, what is this? And then she'd just be like, well, wait a minute. And then she'd just start going like this, like I do. And then she'll be on board. So maybe I'm going to send that to her. And then you're going to be hearing this throughout your house, throughout your life. You're welcome. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, but so that was, sorry, the different strokes made me think of that. Okay, so the next batch of Conspiracy Series guitars. You know what? You're going to come around. Because here's the thing. It's just fun. That's it. It's just fun. It doesn't have to, you don't have to sign up for a newsletter. You just go, oh, yeah. It's kind of nice to just do this sometimes. It's kind of like when an ABBA song comes on. You don't have to celebrate their catalog, but you're just going to go, yeah, that's kind of fun. For quite some time, I had Dancing Queen as like my alarm clock ringtone because I think that's alarm clocks can be jarring, and I know Catfish is going to chime in going like, I need a fucking air horn, which you do. But like, and I understand that maybe the point of an alarm clock is to jar you into consciousness. But I think there are better ways to do that. And like maybe when you've got to get up at 5:30 in the morning, maybe instead of waking up to an air horn, you wake up to like Dancing Queen. It's kind of fun, right? Yeah, here he is chiming in. I do. Yes, he does need an air horn. We lived together years ago, and that alarm clock he had was real. It was something, but for him, it was often not enough. So, see, look at you. You're just saying nay. You're just being a fucking naysayer right now. Look, I'm sorry you don't want joy in your life. That's what I'm just going to say. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to have joy in your life. So the next round of Conspiracy Series guitars, the 624T Purple Sparkle Pale Moon Ebony fretboard, matching headplate, black binding, Floyd 1500 zebra pickups, bitchin', and the Stardust Deluxe with the lovely Carina body and the flame walnut top and the F hole and all that stuff. They're starting construction on those like next month. So like, not fucking around, getting to work. And I, for one, am pretty excited about that. What that also means is I want to do this for October, which is 9 days away. is the next batch. Um, I know that it's going to have a 624. I we'll see more 624s in the conspiracy series on a regular basis. I would like to think. Um, I would like to do a conspiracy series version of Michael Sweet's new Elita. There are a fair amount of things that need to be worked out before I can make that happen. So I'm going to do my best to kind of work on that. I need to work on it quickly because if I want to launch this in October, um, running out of time. So we'll do, in my head, there's a 624. We're going to continue the Pale Moon Ebony thing. I'm saying too much, but there'll be a 624. I would like to have the Michael Elita happen in October. If I, full end of sentence. And then maybe we do like one other thing. I don't know. There's a part of me that's thinking, well, maybe we'll just do a non-Michael Sweet related Elita. We could do that. I don't know. It's always a challenge to figure out what you beautiful people will purchase. Yeah, but or just a 24 fret Elita. See, like that is Dustin. I think you are going to get your wish. Oh, see, now look who's got to go, Mister. I want no joy in my life. See you later. You have a great day. A Halloween themed Concord would be bitchin', but they wouldn't be here by Halloween. But like, we can make a spooky. I mean, like, I don't want to do like an orange and black kind of thing, but I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts for the next one. And I know I probably shouldn't have shared all of that. Whatever. Nobody watches these things. Like, okay, there's like 10 of you that watch this. Like maybe like 1 to 3 other people. Now there's 9 of you that are watching this. See, like I could say whatever I want. I could tell you all kinds of shit right now because like only we're gonna know. Nobody's gonna watch this. It's fine. I don't really want to do like seasonal guitars, but see, I really don't like the non-reverse headstocks, but that's okay. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. To me, I think it needs a reverse, but that's me. I know I won't. Yeah, I have this. This smells delightful. Just hang on a second. Hold. I thought that was going to go everywhere. Mm. See, Joe coming in with the facts. Joe, I love reverse headstocks. No, they're not. Not at all. Not at all. It's a matter of what you get used to. What's funny to me now is because I am so used to reverse headstocks. If I am playing a guitar that has a 6-in-line headstock, and if I need to tune it, and if I'm like looking over here, I'm always going, I'm always reaching down here. I'm not reaching up top here because it's like, hey, keep it down over there. It's just a matter of what you get used to, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what the next run will have, but I would like to do one in October and then one in December. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Push, pull, push, no, pull, push, pull, push. Anyway. Ooh, Nick, a neon orange supernova. That'd be fun. That would be fun. I would be totally down for that. I would totally be down for a like retina burn Like, you know, we could do. You haven't really seen that Barbie Sparkle, or what we call Guitarby Sparkle, Nice Man that I did, because like it's a Nice Man. It's not an official model. I don't really post a whole lot of pictures of it, but there's a reel of me playing it, and that is like that pink is 1,000% neon. Like you probably need to put some sparkle on it to actually like back off the potency of the neon. It is like rest in peace retinas, hot, and like that could be a fun color for an Alita. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. We've done orange in some previous runs. I don't know. I don't know. I believe Van Gogh once said that orange is the color of insanity. So he may not have. It was like a quote that I saw at one point in my life, and it stuck with me because, like, sometimes things stick with me. Speaking of things that you see that might stick with you, if you have Hulu, there is a 6-episode show / documentary about Vogue magazine of Anna Wintour and that. We watched the first 3 episodes, and it was really good. It was really good. So I'm looking forward to the remaining 3 came out. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Let's see. I'm insane, so that's good. See, Joe, that works out. So that explains my fascination with Hunter's Orange. See, yeah. And then I really like orange. What does that say? See, now we're learning things about ourselves. Now, you know what? Should I Google that? If Van Gogh said that, let me see. Orange, color of insanity.
What are they saying about orange?
Well, it was something that Van Gogh once said.
Oh.
The quote. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm not did that. I hope that I didn't just block out. So I went to a different tab, but probably not. The quote, "Orange is the color of insanity," is attributed to Vincent van Gogh. The quote appears in a journal entry by Donna Tartt, which also includes the line, "Beauty is terror. Whatever we call beautiful, we quiver before it." In color psychology, orange is often associated with optimism, happiness, and enthusiasm.
Oh.
It can also be considered a spiritual color and a color associated with autumn. However, orange can also evoke feelings of arrogance, pride, and impatience.
Tennessee balls are the best.
So we got the peanut gallery here chiming in about University of Tennessee.
Woo!
See, now we're going to hear Rocky Top, and that's fine. Yeah, so that's what we have. But also beauty is terror. Whatever we call beautiful, we quiver before it. I think that's an interesting kind of thing, because like, I don't know if it's terror. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. So yeah, I do want to have some more supernovas in the future. In the conspiracy series. You know, I just want to have a lot of stuff in the conspiracy series, because like, so like I've made some changes that that will allow us to do more of these on a more frequent basis, maybe with some options that I previously didn't have available to me. And I'm really happy about that. It's like, I've often said that like the conspiracy series is in and of itself it's a lot of work. It is way more work than doing the custom stuff, which is kind of interesting, because, you know, you think that making the customs would be more work, and maybe it's the same amount of work. It's just in different capacities, or different capacities. That's fine. But these changes, I'm hopeful I'm hopeful that they will be the way that I expect them to be, within a range. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, I would love to, if I could, I would love to have these things coming in on a monthly basis. Just because, it's fun to see the variety of stuff. And, yeah, it's cool to have a bunch of, here's your thing in like this color. And, on one hand, it is, I'm more acclimated to it now, but it was kind of something that takes me back a little bit to like see a guitar with my name on it that I didn't really have anything to do with its creation. Well, making that particular guitar. But, I don't know. I would like to do more batches. And quite frankly, what will allow that to happen is just consistent sales. Because it's kind of like a self-perpetuating thing. So anyway, yeah. Oh, you snort giggled a lot because was it the orange? The talking about the orange? Danny, how are you? It's cloudy here in Colorado Springs. Huh. How's the weather by you? Well, it appears to be clear skied. I've been outside. I went to the bakery. I'm going to say we're probably around 80 right now. I know we're going to get up to 90 something. And sunny. Let's look at what our weather is going to be like for this week, because I am real fucking tired of it being in the upper 90s. I know it was like, I think we got over 100 yesterday, but like I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm just fucking done with it. Well, tomorrow looks like we're gonna get some rain, but high of 81. Oh my God, we're gonna be in like 80s.
I know, it's exciting.
Holy shit. So you know what that means? I get to wear jeans. I get to wear jeans. I can go outside in a pair of jeans. What an exciting time. Ooh, what's the Sunday. Next Sunday. My stupid birthday. It's gonna be sunny and 82. I can deal with that. That's cool. Yeah. All right. We're almost through the time of the year, which is most of the year, when this place is trying to kill me with the weather. Love the conspiracy series. Thank you, Joe. What? Disney balls are the best. Chris, are you having a stroke? I need to know. Gloomy and cold in Detroit, 34 degrees. Jesus, that's not good. Never stopped wearing jeans. Well, if you can work in like a climate controlled environment, that's a little bit better, a little bit easier, but still, like, that's a lot. Waiting on hoodie weather. Yeah, me too. I had a fun like bomber jacket. Like I found a merch company that like makes pretty rad stuff, and like one is like a bomber jacket, because I've got like a Jackson Guitars bomber jacket. And I love my Jackson jacket, but like this company had you can get like little embroidery stuff. So like I have a Sully Guitars like bomber jacket. You want to see it? I'll show you. Because like, I can make it available if you want one. Look. See? We got this. Yeah. This is really great. And And it's like it's stitched, kids. That's kind of cool, right? That's pretty dope. Anyway, yeah. So those are fun. No, she said Tennessee Vols, volunteers, University of Tennessee volunteers. They're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee Vols are the best. Their colors are white and orange. So that's where that came. But Disney Balls, Tennessee Vols, yeah, I got it. I can see it. You know, I'm going to say pretty much nothing is good in 110 plus heat index. Why is my face dropping? What? Oh, because you're having a stroke. But does it smell like toast? Yes. Joe, that's what I'm trying to. Like right here, dude. And the thing that I like about this one compared to my Jackson one is a lot puffier. This is a little bit, it's a little thinner, but it's got a good. I like it. That's way cool. You're way cool. How about that? What do you think about that? Is the Soldano the newer SLO amp that was released recently? How do I like it? No, this is the Astro. It was released recently. It's the Astro is amazing. I love this amp. I am not really a big amp person, yet I have like way too many of them. Like I've got my Kraken. I did it! I've got my Kraken at the shop. I've got we've got a little Friedman the JEL 20 that Jake had. And I've got a little 112 that I recovered in red Tolex that like I didn't do a super great job on, but I've got more red Tolex that I can like redo it if I wanted to. That's kind of like shop amp, and like I think Adam likes that one a little bit more than I do because it is more of like plexi plus like on one channel it's kind of like plexi-ish, and then like the other one is kind of like an 800, but like maybe a little more juiced up, and like I need more gain. Because I am not as good of a guitar player as Adam is. So I need what I like to call my talent enhancers. I need more. Because like, especially like when I was testing out the Sustainer on the Michael Sweet Supernova the other day, like the Sustainer needs, I think, it needs, kind of some gainy stuff for it to kind of continue. So I had to fire up the old Roland Microcube amp and go back in time to that special time when that was like the main amp. But so this one, the Soldano Astro, it's amazing. I love it to death, especially the Kill You in the Face red channel. It has that. I like that part. Like, cause when I first got it, I'm like, it goes, and I'm like, oh, I like that. That's cool. I love my Kraken. I did it again. But the Kraken, it doesn't do the. But then again, that could be like, don't listen to me. But I do have way too many amps. I'm kind of considering moving on from my Kraken, but there's the whole thing of like, I don't want to ship an amp. Oof, no. So anyway, did I leave anything out? I don't think so. So thank you to those who have ordered one of the Conspiracy Series guitars. I am working very hard to get these things ready to go to you, and I will do so. Thank you to those who pre-ordered for the next go round. We are the pre-order slots for the 624 TPME are sold out. There are some Stardust pre-order slots still available.